Hi guys, so what I want to discuss is a really common question I get from so many of my clients. It's houses versus apartments. Now this is a question I see come up a lot of the time. So let's go through them both and I'll give you the best option. So there's a lot of myths surrounding houses and people tend to go for them due to the concept of added costs like service charges and ground rents associated with apartments. On the face of it, it seems that it makes complete sense. But when you break it down, it doesn't work out to be the best option. With houses, we need to consider added costs like house insurance, which is included in service charges with apartments. You also have the maintenance on the property, such as windows, gardens, driveways, roofs, etc., which again are included in the service charge with apartments. Ground rent charges are now very low, or peppercorn, which means there is no ground rent charges at all. So this can't be factored against apartments. Location for me is key, as where do we tend to find houses? In suburban areas outside city centres, and that's where we're looking at a completely different demographic of tenant. Being away from the city centres of course limits the number of facilities and amenities you have around you also, which then makes it less appealing to potential tenants, which then affects occupancy rates and higher chance of void periods. You need to ask yourself, what is your ideal type of tenant? A young working professional or a family? The best type of tenant for investment is a younger working professional. This is the main age demographic of a renter, the young 20s all the way to their 30s. They also pay on time, they look after the property, and where do they want to be? In a city centre with something high specification and convenient, and everything on their doorstep. Shops, bars, restaurants, places of work as also. One more thing to consider guys with apartments versus houses. Apartments are smaller than houses, so your outgoing costs are going to be a lot lower. Energy costs are a lot lower. You're going to be having more money in your pocket. You know, with the energy crisis going on at the minute and the cost of living as well, you're going to have far more money in your pocket with apartments. And that is why people are still looking for city centre apartments over houses. So in summary, if you're looking at houses and apartments, there's only one you need to look at, and that's apartments. Higher occupancy rates, higher income, and a brand new apartment attracts you the perfect type of tenant.